In this month's show, we'll learn about the very first FIFA Arab Cup. We'll see Italy winning the FIFA World Cup through the eyes of a famous Italian chef. And we'll spend an afternoon with the international Argentinian defender, Gabriel Mercado. In 2019, Qatar hosted the 24th edition of the Gulf Cup, the most prestigious football tournament in the Gulf region. Later this year, the Qataris will host the inaugural FIFA Arab Cup, including nations from Africa and Asia.
The first FIFA Arab Cup, which will be played towards the end of this year here in Qatar as an event to prepare the World Cup, as an event to unite the Arab world. 450 million people will cheer and will cherish and will find out which of these 23 teams is actually the best Arab team.
The tournament will bring together the 9 best Arab teams in the FIFA Coca-Cola World Ranking, including host Qatar, plus 14 teams that will play a qualifying phase.
It's an important competition for Qatar to prepare and to see training for the World Cup, which will be sure amazing experience, and also for the team 1 year before the World Cup playing here in Qatar with our people, and this such important tournament. It's going to be a test for us to evaluate how prepared we are to play the World Cup.
16 nations will play in the final stages of the tournament, divided into 4 groups of 4. The best 8 teams will head into the knockout stages. In April, Qatar hosted the draw for the 4 groups, seeded by Qatar, Tunisia, Algeria and Morocco.
We are lucky to participate in this tournament because we're going to take advantage of playing in the World Cup stadia. It will also give us the chance to play against top opponents. In Morocco, we really have the ambition to go as far as possible in the 2022 World Cup.
All matches will be played in the World Cup stadia. A perfect opportunity for the hosts to test their facilities 1 year ahead of the main event, the first ever FIFA World Cup held in the Arab world.
It's an important experience for us to prepare and to host the World Cup. We wish all the teams participating good luck. We saw the draw today. There are some strong groups. In some of them, there is going to be a lot of excitement. God willing, Qatar will be well prepared to host this Arab Cup. I'm sure it's going to be a great success. It's a huge challenge to show how we are ready to host the World Cup.
So don't forget, another date for your diary. In late 2021, the first FIFA Arab Cup will kick off in Qatar. Another milestone on the road to the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Korea Republic is the most successful Asian country in the history of the FIFA World Cup. They've played in 9 consecutive editions of the tournament, having reached at least 1 semi-final, a record comparable only with the likes of Brazil and Germany. Japan, in turn, have qualified for the finals in the last 6 tournaments, since 1998 in France, reaching the knockout phase 3 times. After an endless qualifying campaign in 2006, Australia eventually joined the Asian qualifiers in 2010. Altogether, the Socceroos have played 5 times in the FIFA World Cup finals, reaching the round of 16 at least once. Iran were the first Middle East nation to qualify for a FIFA World Cup back in 1978. They have now reached the finals of the tournament 5 times, including Brazil in 2014 and Russia in 2018. Saudi Arabia, who've made it to the FIFA World Cup finals 5 times, are still hoping to improve on their 1994 performance when they reached the round of 16 after defeating Morocco and Belgium. As the host nation in 2022, Qatar automatically qualify for the finals. However, they are competing in the first round of Asian qualifiers, as these determine the teams who will compete for the AFC Asian Cup China 2023. En route to defending their AFC Asian Cup title, the Qataris defeated Bangladesh 5-0 last December. That, though, was the only match played in that joint qualifying round in 2020. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Asian Football Confederation lost 12 FIFA dates last year. 58 matches were then postponed to June 2021. Now, these joint Asian qualifiers will be hosted by 8 single countries, according to their groups. From Group A in China through to Group H in Korea Republic, the matches will be played under strict health protocols. In China, the 8 Group A matches will be played in Suzhou, where the Chinese have gathered vast experience in organising football events under the strictest health guidelines. Last year, the Chinese Super League played its 136 matches in 2 health bubbles, in Dalian and Suzhou. Those involved were in a quarantine bubble for over 3 months.
There were 100 days put together for the entire bubble time. It is now recognized as the first time in modern sports history that so many clubs have gathered in a closed bubble to play for such a long time.
Without a single positive case for COVID-19 during the tournament, the Chinese are now ready to apply the same protocol to the qualifying matches for the FIFA World Cup.
I hope that the return of CSL has given us some good experience in a world under the pandemic. I also hope that in 2021, China and the global football industry will contribute to the fight against the pandemic and for the return of football.
Football fans across Asia are now hoping that China, Qatar and the other 6 hosts can deliver the remaining 58 qualifying matches in June. 12 teams will then advance to the last round of Asian qualifiers, due to get underway in September.
Hi, I'm Pino Lavara. I'm the executive chef for Al Masila in Doha. And today I'm going to cook for you a paccheri alla peperonata napoletana. Enjoy your meal. For this pasta dish, we need pasta, in this case, paccheri, red peppers, capers, olives, onions, parsley oil, and parmesan. Football is a part of our DNA. Even in my career, after we finished working at midnight, we would go to play 5-a-side against other cooks or waiters. So football has always been a part of my life. 1982, the World Cup in Spain, when Italy won it. This is my first memory of a football World Cup. I clearly remember Paolo Rossi scoring 3 goals against Brazil. I've got so many memories of that game. Like the incredulity of what was going on. Brazil were the favourites. They were the team that should have won that World Cup, while Italy were nobodies. All of a sudden, There was a spark in every Italy game, and there was so much enthusiasm.
The
final against Germany. I clearly remember the celebration that took place in the streets. People went crazy because Italy hadn't won the World Cup for 40 or 50 years. So I was only 12 or 13, and that was so joyous. It was amazing. Something which I'll never forget. In the 1990 World Cup, Italy had a great team, so we were expected to win the cup. But in the end, Argentina knocked us out. So as a consolation, we played in the third place playoff in Bari. I'm from Puglia, so I still remember being impressed by it. And it wasn't like it made us really happy, but it was a consolation prize anyway. Life here in Qatar is great. It's lovely. I like to drive to the desert. There is a unique place in Qatar, a desert which leads you straight to the sea. Then there's the modernity of West Bay, and you can appreciate that walking between the skyscrapers in Doha. There are so many things, museums, modern art. All great architects have designed unique buildings in this city. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar will be amazing. They've got amazing, beautiful stadia, which are modern, really cutting-edge stuff. And they're ready to go. I'm convinced that it'll be a unique World Cup.
Since 1930, whenever there's a FIFA World Cup, there's a frenzy for match tickets. Everyone wants to see at least one game, to play their part in that historical moment. "90 years after the inaugural FIFA World Cup, the passion for tickets remains the same, as witnessed in Russia in 2018. What few people know is that arguably the world's largest collection of FIFA World Cup tickets is in Qatar, where the next edition of the tournament will be held in 2022.
Hello, my name is Mohammed Abdul Latif. I am a collector of FIFA World Cup tickets. Please, come in. I started collecting FIFA World Cup tickets in 2014. Most of all, I was interested in tickets. But then, later, I started collecting other things as well. The tickets I have now, they cover 95% of all FIFA World Cup games from 1930 through 2018. I have here two tickets that look different to traditional football tickets that other collectors have. This one, for example, is very rare because this was for journalists for the Associated Press in the 1930 World Cup. This is a ticket from the 1934 World Cup in Italy. This one was made of money paper. It's from the 1950 World Cup. This ticket is from 1966. The game was Korea DPR versus Italy. This is a ticket from the 1982 World Cup in Spain. It's a ticket for the final match. I also have some old items. I have a football magazine from Uruguay. This picture is from the final match after Uruguay won it. This football also dates from 1930. It belonged to a player who played in the World Cup, and those are the boots he wore. Here I have two referee badges. One is from the 1950 World Cup in Brazil, and the other is from the 1954 World Cup in Switzerland.
Balls, boots, mascots, and above all, tickets. Now hosting the FIFA World Cup in his own country, Mohamed Abdul Latif can considerably enlarge his collection. No doubt this Qatari is a world champion among football memorabilia collectors. Al Rayan is one of the most popular and successful football teams in the Qatari Peninsula. But Al Rayan Sports Club has much more than football. It's also successful in basketball, handball, and volleyball, where they play in the Qatari League and have just won the prestigious Emir Cup against longtime rivals Al Arabi. Behind Al Rayan's recent success is the 6'7" captain Mubarak Al Abdullah, a born and bred Qatari, very proud of his country's investment in sports.
People in Qatar have loved sports since ancient times. And of course, the state has an interest in sports. Qatar is a small country on the map. In order for the country to be recognized on the global level, the best way to reach people's hearts is through sports.
Having played for Al Rayan for 20 of his 30 years, Mubarak has been a key regular for the national side as well. In 2018, he made history, helping Qatar to win their first ever international title, the Asian Volleyball Confederation Cup.
As Qatari athletes, we have a lot of ambition. We are always trying to push ourselves to be at the same level of the foreign professionals. The best proof of our commitment is that we won the 2018 Asian Volleyball Confederation Cup. That victory had a special feeling, an endearing place in the hearts of Qatari volleyball fans and players.
Coach of Qatar in the 2018 Asian Triumph, the Argentinian Camilo Soto has been coaching Al Rayan since last year. Mubarak is his star Qatari player.
For us, Mubarak represents Al Rayan. He helps us a lot on and off the court, in the dressing room, during training sessions, and above all, during the game. He is always available, always willing to help, ready to be placed to play a full match or to play just a single. You don't find this kind of professional attitude everywhere.
In 2022, hundreds of thousands of people will come to Qatar for the FIFA World Cup. There won't be much volleyball around, but Mubarak is happy to welcome football fans from all over the world.
I would tell the young fans who are attending the 2022 World Cup in Qatar to enjoy the beautiful landscapes of our country, the traditional places, as well as the modern things especially designed for the World Cup. I hope they will experience the best moments of their lives here, diving into the Qatari culture, heritage, everything they want.
In 2019, Argentinian defender Gabriel Mercado swapped La Liga's Sevilla for Al Rayan Sports Club in Qatar. In that first season for Mercado, Al Rayan were runners-up of the Qatar Stars League, although they lost only one of their 22 league matches. This year, Al Rayan finished the league third, still honouring their tradition of always being among the top clubs in Qatar.
I've been in Qatar for nearly 2 years now, and I am very happy with my decision to move from Seville to Doha. On top of that, the World Cup will be held in Qatar, and they are investing a lot in sports. So I am very happy, and I can only thank Al Rayan for the opportunity to be here.
From a young age, Mercado was already featuring on the international stage for his home country. In 2007, he played in the squad that won the Under-20 FIFA World Cup held in Canada. An unforgettable generation of young Argentinian talents, with the likes of Sergio Aguero, Angel Di Maria, and goalkeeper Sergio Romero.
It was the last Argentinian under-20 squad to win a FIFA World Cup. We had many outstanding teams before who won the World Cup, but our team were the last one. Hopefully, Argentina will find their way again because the junior teams are very important for the country.
Although he missed 2 FIFA World Cups, a transfer from River Plate to Sevilla put Mercado back in the spotlight. In 2018, he was playing alongside Lionel Messi, wearing the striped albiceleste jersey again.
For an Argentinian, it's very important to represent your country in football because it's the most important sport of all. We love football. We live, we breathe football. So, playing for the Argentinian squad in the World Cup is something that I fought for a long time.
After a disappointing start, drawing 1-1 with debutants Iceland and losing 3-0 to Croatia, Argentina had no alternative but to defeat Nigeria. 14 minutes into the game, Messi opened the scoring for Argentina. But Victor Moses equalised for Nigeria in the beginning of the second half. 4 minutes to full time, 1-1. And that's when Gabriel Mercado's superb cross saved the day for the Argentinians.
We were so desperate to score a goal that the whole move started with me as a defender when I should be behind the team on the other half of the pitch. And I managed to cross to another defender, Marcos Rojo, who scored a beautiful goal, probably the most important goal in my career.
Saved by 2 defenders, Argentina went through to play France in the knockout phase, unaware that they were facing the eventual champions. With the match poised at 1-1, Mercado deflected a shot from Messi, putting the Argentinians into the lead.
It's the most beautiful feeling you can have as a football player. I remember that after scoring the goal, I ran to celebrate with my family. My mother, my father, my wife and my friends. It was only 10 seconds, but it was something unforgettable to me.
It wasn't to be though. In less than 20 minutes, France scored 3 times, sending the 2014 FIFA World Cup runners-up back home. 4 years on, could Argentina be considered a title contender in Qatar again?
There is a mix of players among young and veteran players who are now having a good performance in Europe. So I think Argentina will be among the top teams, will be one of the candidates for the title without a shadow of a doubt.
Now retired from international football, Mercado will not play for Argentina in the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. But after 14 years, his professional career is far from over.
I would like to keep on playing in Qatar. After that, I might study to become a coach. Football is my passion. I don't see it as work. It's something I've been doing since I was a little kid. And now, at 34 years old, I am still living the dream.
Next month, we'll follow the Asian qualifying matches for the next FIFA World Cup. We'll meet the video gamers who'll represent Qatar in the FIFA E Nations Cup. And we'll also meet the Icelandic heroes who secured their nation's first ever qualification for the FIFA World Cup.